What's going on, guys? Core Previant here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Exodus add-on on the new Kodi Krypton. It's a little bit different than it was before. Those of you that have installed the new Krypton have probably uninstalled it and went back to Jarvis if you couldn't figure out how to get Exodus. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to jump right into it. I already have it installed, so I'm assuming you already have it installed, and it already looks like this. This is the main screen. The UI of the new Krypton is actually very nice, so I got to give them credit on that. It is a little bit more of a pain in the butt to install Exodus, though. So all you have to do is, when you have the main screen like this, is go up to the gear at the very top center, which is your settings, and click there. We have to do two things here. First thing we're going to do is go to our system settings. And in the system settings, you want to go down to your add-ons, and you want to make sure that you turn on unknown sources. Now you're going to get a warning here. Just make sure that you're careful about what you install if you're doing anything other than Exodus, because you are allowing basically anything to be downloaded. Now the quick back button on this, which I'm going to frequently use in this walkthrough, is just right-clicking. So right-clicking takes you back. So right-click there. And when you get here, you want to go to your file manager. Now here you got to be very careful on what you do and you type exactly as I type. Please follow the description that I've typed below the video. That will also help you to make sure you type it correctly. So double-click on Add Source. And where it says None, you want to type this exactly as I'm typing. http fusion.tvaddons.ag. Again, this is in the description of the video. I'll leave this up for a second for those of you that are just watching it and following along. And then hit OK. Now here, a lot of the walkthroughs will tell you to name it a certain thing. It actually doesn't matter what you name it. You can name it whatever. I'm going to name it Fusion. You can name it, as said, whatever you want. Just make sure you remember what you name it. And then hit OK. Just to make sure that it's installed correctly and that you typed it correctly, click on the Fusion folder and make sure you see these three folders pop up. Okay? Now go ahead and right-click, and then right-click again, because we're done in here. And you should be back at your main screen. Alright, here it's pretty easy. You're going to go down to Add-ons and click there. And you're going to click the little drop box at the very top left. And you're going to install from zip. And then you're going to go to Fusion, or whatever you named it. In my case, it's Fusion. You're going to go to Kodi repos. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way other than the other tutorials that you might have seen on YouTube is because they're telling you to install everything, and you don't have to do that. I'm just showing you how to install Exodus for those of you that are only trying to get Exodus. So click on Kodi repos, go to English, and you want to scroll down till you see Exodus. And you should see in the very top right, Exodus repository add-on enabled. Go ahead and right-click, or go ahead now, and you want to go to install from repository. You should have the Kodi repository in here, and you should have the Kodi add-on repository in here. Go ahead and just click the Exodus repository. Click on Video Add-ons and Exodus. And here you're just simply going to say install. Now, for some reason on my computer, this takes a little bit of time. Normally, this goes very, very quickly. So we're going to wait for that to come up. It'll come up in the very top right like the last one did. There we go. Exodus artwork, add-on enabled. And you can see it's downloading. It's downloading at a very slow rate. But Exodus metadata and all this stuff is going to add on, is going to be enabled. Go ahead and just let it all go through. And Exodus is done. So now you can right-click all the way out to your main menu here. And now you're ready to start watching movies. So click on Movies. Go back, Video Add-ons. and Exodus. Now, after you do it the first time, it gets a little bit easier. All you have to do is go to Movies, and, well, you always have to go to your video add-ons into Exodus. A little bit more of a pain in the butt than the previous version, but it's just like you remember clicking on videos and browsing anything. Again, this is a completely free program for those of you that are first-time Kodi users and first-time Exodus users. You can literally watch anything from any time period, basically. I've searched movies from the 80s all the way up, to movies that are in theaters now, and they work beautifully. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I normally try and get back to you within 24 hours. Again, leave comments if you guys have questions. Thank you.